Good morning, my name is Richard Greenway, and I'm going to do a little thought for today based on Psalm 31. It's a great psalm, but it is quite a long one, so I've taken the great liberty of just reducing it a bit. So excuse my huge indulgence there, but this is just a slightly shortened version of Psalm 31. Now it's got some really memorable and quite gripping verses in it, so hold on tight while I read it to you. In you, Lord, I have taken refuge. Let me never be put to shame. Deliver me in your righteousness. Turn your ear to me. Come quickly to my rescue. Be my rock of refuge, a strong fortress to save me, since you are my rock and my fortress. For the sake of your name, lead and guide me. Keep me from the trap that is set for me, for you are my refuge. Into your hands I commit my soul. Deliver me, Lord, my faithful God. I hate those who cling to worthless idols. As for me, I trust in the Lord. I trust in you, Lord. I say, you are my God. My times are in your hands. Deliver me from the hands of my enemies, from those who pursue me. Let your face shine on your servant. Save me in your unfailing love. Praise be to the Lord, for he showed me the wonders of his love. When I was in a city under siege, in my alarm I said, I am cut off from your sight. Yet you heard my cry for mercy when I called to you for help. Love the Lord, all his faithful people. The Lord preserves those who are true to him, but the proud he pays back in full. Be strong and take heart, all you who hope in the Lord. There we are, slightly shortened version. But I think the verses that really stand out to me are the trust in the Lord, to look to him for leading and guiding us through life's turmoils and troubles. And that, I think, is the essential point of this, that when life throws us a wobbly, what do we turn to? Now, some non-believers would criticize us, I think, and say, oh, we're just trying to hide away in a cave to find a safe place, to just get away from life's difficulties. But I think that's completely the wrong interpretation and not what the psalmist was saying. I think it's just a question. Ask yourself, who do we really turn to when we do face these difficult situations? And I think the answer has to come from outside ourselves. We do have to turn to God, to look, as that line said, to look for his leading and guiding hand to show us the way. And that's what I think I take mostly from this psalm, that so often we have to just go beyond and outside ourselves to find a way through life's particular difficulties. And the wise counsel, when we face difficult decisions, we just need to, again, get outside our own selves and look for wisdom and guidance that comes from outside. And we, of course, believe that does come from God. So now I realize the Israelites lived in perpetual fear, probably, of being overwhelmed by their enemies. So there's a lot of talk in this psalm about save me from my enemies. But possibly we don't have that great fear of being overwhelmed by enemies in our current times. But we do, nevertheless, have a refuge that is a place where we can go in our heads. And I think that's really what this is about. But I think nowadays in our present culture, we do have a worrying tendency to tell everyone that they should be self-reliant, completely self-reliant on their own strengths and abilities. And we perhaps develop that thought at a very early age. And I think perhaps as we get older, we just realize that has we do have our shortcomings. We can't find completely our own strength and our abilities to tackle every situation. We do need to look outside ourselves And that's what I think this psalm is telling us, that refuge is where we go to find that help and that leadership and guidance. So that's my thought, that as Christians we do prepare and convince ourselves that we do need to look outside our own abilities. And when we do that, God just massively multiplies our strength, and our ability to tackle things is just overwhelmingly multiplied. So that is my thought for today. I'll leave you with that thought. So praise God and bless you all. Thank you. Goodbye.